Hey everybody, it's the Pothead Professor here with all your cannabis knowledge needs. Today we are doing another Terpene Tuesday video, and today's terpene is Caryophyllene. Caryophyllene is one of the most abundant terpenes in the cannabis plant. Other than cannabis, caryophyllene is found in cloves and black pepper, oregano, and cinnamon, and it has a bit more of a spicy, sort of earthy, funky kind of flavor. So your cannabis is going to have a much more herbaceous flavor when it's chock full of caryophyllene. And it is pretty unique among terpenes because it almost acts a little bit more like a cannabinoid. In our bodies, we have our endocannabinoid system, which consists of two different kinds of receptors. CB1 receptors, which are more located in our brains, and CB2 receptors, which are more located in our muscles and organs. When we ingest cannabis, the cannabinoids in the cannabis plant link to these receptors, and that's what makes us feel anything when we consume cannabis. Most cannabinoids act mainly on the CB1 receptors in our brains, giving us that euphoric effect, the feeling of just being high. But some do affect our CB2 receptors, and caryophyllene is a terpene that specifically can bind to the CB2 receptors in our organs and muscles. So caryophyllene is not going to make us feel higher, but it's going to give us a lot of medicinal benefits in our bodies and can actually do this without the help of the cannabinoids that other terpenes sort of have to ride on. So this unique cannabinoid-esque behavior of caryophyllene has led many scientists to study its effect on our bodies. They've found it has great analgesic properties, really good anti-inflammatory properties, relieving anxiety, reducing cholesterol, and staving off seizures. It's also generally been thought of as good for your gut health, all the way to the point where it's highly recommended for inflammatory bowel syndrome. They've also found that it can reduce alcohol intake and could be used to treat addiction this way. So a wide variety of medical benefits can come from this caryophyllene. Caryophyllene is also something you find in particularly high concentrations in RSO, Rick Simpson oil. This is a very concentrated oil that is eaten and been very successful in helping cancer patients, both relieving their symptoms, and they have actually found that caryophyllene helps stimulate apoptosis and suppress tumor growth. There are even studies looking into its effect on lifespan longevity by suppressing the stress on individual genes in our body, thus extending our lifespans. Now, a lot of this research is still very early stages. As with everything related to cannabis, there is simply not enough research, not enough people doing research, not enough people allowed to do research on cannabis, so we only have the barest ideas here, but caryophyllene is certainly one of the most promising terpenes and chemicals in all of the cannabis plant. So always something to look out for, particularly if you're using it in more of a medicinal purpose. Caryophyllene is probably going to be the number one thing you want if you're looking for that more medicinal, pain relief, anti-inflammatory, general gut health. Certainly, if you want to know anything more about caryophyllene or terpenes in general, hit me up in the comments. I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. I'm also going to link the sources I used to research this video in the video description if you want to dive a little bit deeper on your own. But until next time, take it easy, everybody.